after our fourth child, we decided not to have any more children. So I went in for procedure. However, in December, I felt all the symptoms of pregnancy. So I called my doctor. He examined me on the table and he said, "You're pregnant." And he looked at me seriously. He says, "We are recommending an abortion." And I looked at him like, why? The type of medication that ran through my body should have aborted the child already. He said, "If you're going to have this child, you need to prepare yourself. More than likely, you may not carry him full term, or he may be a deformed child." And I said, "We're going to have this child." It was time for me to go in to deliver, and all the 4 births, I saw the delivery. But when I went in there, first thing I saw was they draped the mirror, and that kind of blew me away. And I said, "Take that off." And he says, "No, doctor recommended that you not see the birth." And on the 3rd push, he came out and they slapped him once and he didn't cry. They slapped him the 2nd time, he didn't cry. Then I said, "God, come on, come on, God." And on the 3rd, he cried. And the baby was wrapped up in baby blue blanket and a blue bonnet. And he came to me, he says, "This is your miracle. This is your miracle child." This 5th child, his name is Camille Omo. Makaniolu means gentle breeze. And the reason why it was that last breath I took and the breath he took to cry. So I named him after that experience, to breathe life.
I don't know what it was like to have this conversation with doctors and specialists. I knew it was a tough one. And so I have a great appreciation for my mom. All she needed to know was what Jesus wanted her to do, and she said yes.
Quoting scripture, knowing scripture helped get me through, because those words are promises. Today I can reflect back and to think, if I listened to the doctors, I would have aborted a pastor, a father of 4, a man of God, a church planner, and a whole congregation. But one decision, by listening to God and having faith in God, impacted his life today.
That story was one of the few stories that continually reminded me of God's goodness, faithfulness. The same way he took care of my mom is the same way he'll take care of me. There was a big moment in our family, our firstborn, into the first couple months of finding out that my wife was pregnant. We found out there's complications. It was hard. It was extremely hard. But the fear of uncertainty was definitely real.
And I remember, I said, "Son, what I've gone through, you too can do it." I would take Selah to God in my prayer. I could plead, I could intercede, because I'd been there. And I said, "Son, if he can give you me, he will deliver her from this."
My daughter is a preteen right now. She's such a joyful girl. Even though she has some complications to this day, she knows Jesus personally. She loves worship music. She loves singing. She loves dancing for the Lord. And when I look at her, in the same way that I remember the story of my mom, I look at her and I think about the goodness and the faithfulness of God.
I look back, and the greatest strength I can see as a mom is love. Is loving unconditional. Loving when it hurts. Is loving when you don't understand. And to give your best, no matter what. To the mothers, don't ever stop praying. God hears. God knows. It is so important that we don't give up and we keep praying for our children.